I'm Susan Roberti, and welcome. Welcome to Let's Talk Tail Waggers Part 2. This is absolutely one of the best days that I've had. Erin's been so patient, my camera girl, and just walking around and seeing all the different kind of dogs and some kitty cats and some birds. But the expo is really, really a place to come. It's just nice, and next year, if you have time, it would really be nice to come down and visit. So I guess we're just going to go and visit everybody. And your name is?
I'm Terry Wagner.
And what do you do at the Washington Area Humane Society?
I'm a volunteer, and I just walk dogs and do the off-site exhibitions like this.
Yeah. Do you have a good time?
Oh, yes. We meet a lot of people. It's fun meeting everybody and talking dogs and cats.
Yeah, and they'll go on and on and on forever.
Yeah. Our goal is to see how many people show us their cell phone pictures of their pets. We used to have a betting going on at the county fair about who would open up their cell phone first. Yeah.
So you have kitty cats today.
Yes, we have some cats on display. We have a lot of cats up for adoption, and there's a special one right now too. They're half price off the adoptions. And as you can see, we have some beautiful cats. Well, you can look at them later, I guess.
Yeah.
But we have some gorgeous black cats, luscious fur. So,
wow. They just find them walking on the street, or do people turn them in?
Some have been turned in. There are some surrenders. People can't take care of them anymore. Some are found, walking around.
That breaks your heart. How's the dogs doing?
Really well. Our dog adoptions are running between 30 and 40 a month.
Wow.
So it's really been great.
Yeah.
And we get a lot of pit bulls in, of course. But most of them are really nice, and they adopt out really fast.
Well, I just did a show with Lynette.
Oh, you did, Lynette?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, she came up, and we did a show with two little poodles, a mom and a baby. The mother's name was Sugar, I think, and Spice.
Sugar and Spice, yeah, I know.
And we were talking to that lady, and they got adopted. So
that's right, they got adopted now. Yes, I heard.
So that makes Let's Talk Tail Waggers awful happy, because when I had them on the show, they were just so good. They just sat on my lap and sat on Susie's lap, and we just enjoyed it to no end.
Yeah. We got two Cocker Spaniels in surrendered. They're only 4 years old. They're brother and sister.
Aww.
Jeremiah and Daisy. They are just awesome.
And did they just die? Did the parents die? Or
no, they just couldn't handle them any longer because of their age.
Oh,
Daisy was here and was in the grooming competition yesterday. She's gorgeous now.
Yeah. So. Your organization is wonderful, and it's been down there forever.
Yeah, we've been there a long time.
Yeah, and at the end of every one of my shows, I always say, don't forget the Washington Area Humane Society.
Thanks
if you have any sheets or towels or blankets you don't need, or
we
food.
always need supplies.
Yeah, and volunteers, But it's a very sweet organization, and you guys really work very hard.
Okay.
And I thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, and your name is?
My name's Danielle Mashuda.
And what are you here for today?
I'm here with Paw Tree, and we do customized pet nutrition for each individual dog. So it's all online based. Everything's made in the USA, produced in Texas, and delivered directly to your door. So you get your dog's picture on the bag, you get to name it yourself. Everything is corn-free, grain-free, soy-free, all protein first. It's really, really a great product for your dog.
They're really finding out that the dogs and the kitty cats have a lot of allergies now. And I think they're starting to get, I can't think of the word, but I got a kitty cat, and all of a sudden he just got an allergy. And when I was a little girl, no cats ever got allergies.
Anything. Yeah, everything's changing nowadays. Yeah. And the best thing about Paw Tree is, as you see here, there's a million places with all natural foods and holistic foods. When you go into a pet store, there's 900 choices. So this, you just go online and everything is based on what you enter information-wise for your dog. So specific allergies, specific, if they have dietary issues, allergy needs, anything, you put it on the custom sheet online, and then it creates a blend specifically for your dog. So it takes all the hard work out of it. Takes all the
that
guessing.
is wonderful. Now, I would get that and start to give it to my dog. Would I integrate that into his food so that he gets used to, or most of them just like it?
I've tried that because I have 4 dogs, and all of my 4 dogs are now on Paw Tree, and I used to mix it with their Purina Pro Plan, and now they eat around the Purina Pro Plan. So, but I did mix it, because you're not supposed to change drastically.
But it's amazing because when I brought the food home, the special food for the kitty cat, and I opened it up, he actually jumped into the bag. And the vet told me, it'll probably take a long time, to work this in and that. But it seems like he knew that was going to be okay for him to eat, and the other food was bad.
Well, for example, our treats, the ones that I've been giving away to all the dogs here, they're made of chicken, apples, and spinach, nothing else. There's no preservatives, no filler. That's it, chicken, apples, and spinach. And everybody that has said, my dog's finicky, they probably won't eat it, they scarf it down. So they know, you're right, they know that it's good for them. It's very weird, because you would think they'd be like kids, and they wouldn't want something healthy, but they've loved it.
And
so
I don't know, the vegetable part of it, I think, is marvelous for the pets today.
Yep.
You really and truly, the only thing, I groomed dogs for 40 years, and the only thing I ever gave my dogs were carrots.
Yep.
For their treats.
Yep.
Period.
Yep.
And it cleaned their teeth, it cleaned their intestines, it was good for their stomach.
Yep.
And people would say, well, are you sure? And they'd go home, and I'd say, just try it.
Yeah.
And I'd open my drawer up in my refrigerator.
And they know.
And they'd take a carrot. But those real things are wonderful, like your food.
Everything is all real ingredients, and that's the best part of it. And I used it for 4 months before I started selling it, because I wanted to make sure that it was a quality product, and it really is, and they love it.
Wow.
So, yep.
Well, I thank you so much. That wasn't so hard, huh? Thanks, sweetie.
Thank you. You guys.
And your name is?
My name is Kim Trial.
And what are we going to be talking about?
We're going to be talking about my all-natural homemade product called Brewskits. It's actually a beer grain dog bone that we take the spent grains when you're done the brewing process, which is barley, oats, and rye, and we make dog bones out of them.
Now, how did you discover this?
This actually happened by accident. We are home brewers, which means we make our own beer. And when you're done brewing, you have a bag of grain left over. It's the barley, oats, and rye. I took that grain outside and I put it on the picnic table to go to the compost bin, and I forgot about it, and I let the dogs out. We have dogs, we foster dogs, we rescue dogs, and we take care of military family dogs. So one of the dogs pulled it off of the picnic table and opened it up on the patio and shared it with everybody, and they had their own party out there. So this whole thing happened by accident, totally by accident.
So then you decided to be making biscuits and cookies.
What we did from that point, my partner decided, well, I guess we'll try to make dog bones out of it. Started making just peanut butter ones first, and we were making them just for our dogs to offset our treat cost and give them something nutritional that we know where the stuff came from. And it blew up into this crazy business. Friends and family were asking for them. Everybody was pushing us, try it as a business, try it as a business. So we tried it as a business. We've been doing it about a year and a half, and we're in 40 locations up and down the East Coast right now. The reason we're in Pittsburgh is to try to get into some of your local stores out here, because we want to stay small, farm to table type thing. We don't want to go into Petcos and large corporations. We want to go into your local stores. So we're here trying to find out where your people shop and go to the stores that they trust and they know. So,
well, this sounds absolutely wonderful. And when something just happens,
by accident.
It's meant to be.
Absolutely. And all of our ingredients are local sourced to us. We're actually from eastern Pennsylvania, right outside of Philadelphia in the country. But, for example, our eggs are local eggs from a Mennonite farmer, a mile from my house. So I've met the chickens that my eggs come from. It doesn't come from the grocery store where they're radiated or they sat there for 30 days. That's just disgusting. The peanut butter is a local peanut butter from a local grocery store, family owned. They take it and they literally grind their own peanuts, so there's no added salt, no sugar, no oils. Everything is natural.
I really don't think that people realize today the garbage stuff that is out there for their dogs.
Absolutely.
And I'm not going to say what big conglomerate stores, but they had those elephant ears and pig ears and all that.
Yeah.
And they are so dangerous because there's no name on them. You have
Don't know
no
where it came
ID.
from. Yep. Yep.
ID at all.
Absolutely.
Nothing. You just walk in, they're in a bin, and you take it out and you give it to your
Yep,
dog. It could be
exactly.
styrofoam. Who knows
Exactly.
what it is?
And our sweet potato and pumpkin actually come from another farmer 2 towns over from us. We buy it in season, in bulk, puree it down, and then freeze it and use it as we need it. So everything is local sourced. I know where every single product that's in my product came from. Everything. And we stay small. I buy from small farmers, small grocery stores, and that's how we want to operate. We want to go into small, family-owned operations and promote our business that way.
Well, I thank you on behalf
Well, thank
of all
you.
the dogs.
I appreciate that. I
That
appreciate
sounds
that.
absolutely wonderful.
Thank
And
you.
I hope you do well.
Oh, I appreciate
really
that.
do.
I really
Yeah.
do. It's been great being in Pittsburgh, too. So
Oh,
thank you
that's-
for the hospitality.
Oh, you're welcome.
We appreciate
And
it.
thanks from the Tail Waggers.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Hi, how you doing? This is Mike from Doggy Surprise. We're a company based out of Pittsburgh. It's a one-time surprise delivery for your little animal. So sign up at doggysurprise.com and check it out. But here's a jingle that I wrote. We're going to try to get on the airwaves here pretty soon. So hope you like it.
Turn the other mic on. Turn the other mic on. You're okay.
So I'm Matt Benson. I'm with the Allegheny Mountain Rescue Group. This is Nico. He's one of our dogs that helps us to go out and look for people.
Now, who contacts you to do this?
It's usually something like a police station or maybe the firefighters, so we don't respond to individual requests. It has to be through an agency like that that'll contact us, or maybe a 911 dispatch center, and then we'll reach out to our members to see who's available to help in the search.
And I see this picture over here, a dog hanging.
Yeah, so we do a lot of technical rescue, so on the side of cliffs or in caves. So part of that, sometimes we have to take our dogs down cliffs, so we'll actually rappel with them to get them into another area to be able to help us search.
How long does it take you to train them?
For a dog, a lot of it depends on what training they've already had and maybe what experience the handlers had with them. If it's fresh with no training, it can maybe take a year to 2 years to become fully operational for the search.
Because they couldn't be afraid. They'd have to trust you.
It is, a lot of the training is often about building that relationship between the handler and the dog. And the dogs are usually ready to do this before we are. We have to try and catch up to them and to help with the search.
How long have you been doing that?
I've been in the group for about 5 years now, just under 5 years.
And what was the best rescue you did?
The best rescue, that's pretty hard.
They're all precious.
They are. Sometimes we'll get called out to help find kids that maybe ran away or wandered away from home. So that's always a pretty intense emotional. So when you get to find the 5-year-old that walked away, something like that, it's a big relief. But they all are. And, with the searching, we just want to help the family. So whatever it is, it's okay.
And I bet you that really makes the families feel good because dogs track so well.
It's true, yeah. When we show up with the dogs, it helps to show what our ability is, how hard we're working at this. We have about 10 dogs on our team right now that'll go out and help. We have about 40 members overall. So when we can show up with everybody, it's really a big help.
Are you paid or are you?
We're all volunteers. It's a nonprofit, so we're not affiliated with anything else. We all just do this because we want to. All the dogs are personal pets, so they belong to their handlers, and that's who they work with. And then the rest of us are just volunteers that wanted to do this.
See, anybody that has dogs are always wonderful, great, kind, just precious people.
I would agree.
Come on, give me. This is my new boyfriend, and he's coming home with me, and he's going to stay. Hi. And your name is?
Tim Hosopple.
And how did you get involved in all this?
This guy right here, actually. I adopted him from Harrisburg Humane Society at 7 months old. Fell in love with the breed and the type of dog, and basically we started Operation Pitbull. Just a small advocacy, education, awareness group. Teach people about the different types of dogs, teach them how to manage the dogs, and also, how they can be loving with the right owners.
They get a bad rap.
They do. We had a few instances this summer out in Johnstown, PA, where we live, and we were teaching people how not every dog's bad. It's a lot of responsible ownership, getting them in very active situations. Like we do canine weight pulling, we do agility. We like to keep them busy, keep them mentally occupied. It's like any other dog. If you have a bored dog, you have a destructive dog. We always say a tired dog is a happy dog.
Yes. I love the way you're saying there is fighting ignorance through awareness and education.
Yeah, right now they're one of the most misunderstood breeds. Before them, it was the Rottweiler, it was the German Shepherd, a Doberman. And we try to just educate them. They're like any other dog. Each one's an individual, each one has a personality. For example, he doesn't like dogs in his face. He doesn't really care about them either. He loves people, he loves giving them kisses, he loves hanging out with my 2-year-old.
And don't you wish I quit breeding them? Just cut it off for a little while and give them a break.
Yeah, we work on fighting against backyard breeders. I've met a lot of responsible breeders. A responsible breeder would be a person who actually tries to better the breed or maintain quality. They are very anal about finding the right homes for their puppies.
Yeah.
Backyard breeders, they'll sell them to anyone. They'll sell them to people who fight them.
And they mate with anything, and they really don't care.
It's $1 for them. So we focus on trying to get them out of business too.
Well, I think you're wonderful, and on behalf of these guys, I thank you.
Thank you very much.
You want to say bye? You want to kiss it? Go on. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you.
Okay, here comes Beans, ready to launch. You guys got to cheer extra loud. Here we come. On your marks. Get set. Beans off and right. Awful quiet around this arena. We're trying to set a top 10 here down the backstretch. 1, 2, 3, and she'll set the new time to Bean Kimmerman.
It's that time again. It's time to leave. Aaron and I have had so much fun today. When you see this second part, it will be January. So I want to wish everyone a very, very, very happy and safe new year. I'm going to be excited to start some new shows again for Let's Talk Tail Waggers. Last year, 2014, was absolutely the best. And all of you that watch my show, I love you so. There's not enough words to tell you how sweet and kind you are when I meet you. And like always, remember your humane societies. Washington Area Humane Society is my favorite. If you have blankets, sheets, towels, money, food, whatever, because times are really hard for all the humane societies, and Washington Area Humane Society has the Pets for U.S. Vets. And if you could send some money down for that, that's an organization that gives soldiers, sailors, Marines, anyone in the armed forces, if they come down and show ID, they can get a dog or a kitty cat for free. So Washington Area Humane Society is a very, very, very wonderful place. So many things that they do. Take a visit down there too. So I'm going to say I love you. And like always, thanks from all the tail waggers.